This conference will now be recorded.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Akash. I have 10 years of experience in SAP Solution Manager and Cloud ALM. So I'll be going through, you know, taking you through for Cloud ALM demo for this today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the introduction for Cloud ALM. This is targeted for people who are new in the area of Cloud ALM, and that want to start their journey and that they have few bits of experience from SAP Solution Manager, and they might have gone through some demos in the SAP platform in the SAP Launchpads. And with this, we would love to give you a first understanding what the product Cloud ALM offers to you, and that you have a first understanding about its significance and what it can bring to you and to your journey. It also wants to show you some what are the resources that you can find in Cloud ALM compared to the solution manager. Yeah. So we'll go with the topics that we can cover for the Cloud ALM in this training. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah. So these are the topics that we have planned for the Cloud ALM for this training. So firstly, we will get to know what is a Cloud ALM and how to set up the projects and teams for the users to join and how the users will get joined and onboarded to the project and everyone. How to manage your requirements, starting from SAP Activate methodology that we follow for every ALM, uh, being it is a solution manager or it's a cloud. So we run on the Activate methodology. So starting from requirements management, um, taking the process, designing the phase, building the phase, testing, and deployment. So this covers the Activate methodology. So the next topic will be the deployment management. How you plan, execute, and test the build requirements, and how you use the analytics and reporting, and the readiness check um, if you want to transform your on-premise solution to the cloud, and how to transition from on-premise to cloud ALM. So these are the topics that we have. And can we go to next slide? Next slide, please. So this is the in detailed um, agenda for the Cloud ALM. So what are the topics that include the key areas of Cloud ALM, that is implementation, operations, service, and transformation. So we can go through for all these topics when we start this training. Can we go to slide number 5? Slide number 5, please. So we cover these topics for today. So these are the topics in agenda. So what is the Cloud ALM, introduction to Cloud ALM? What are the process and features that Cloud ALM offers for us? And what are the trading modules and how we deploy um, the solutions in Cloud ALM? So for the introduction part, I know that uh, you might have all know that it is a tool built in cloud, developed for the cloud, and it's not a successor of SAP Solution Manager. It's a really new product. It was developed and launched in 2020. It certainly covers similar areas like Solution Manager, but of course, functionalities beyond. So it is a very modern state-of-art tool that helps you to maintain and manage your full software landscape and that you have in your business, and that helps you to run and your key business in continuity. And that's exactly what Cloud ALM does for you. It helps to serve as an anchor point, and it helps to you to run and implement your software projects within, hopefully with no disruptions. So, for the overview of Cloud ALM features and process, um, we would dig dive into the next slide. Yeah, as I've said in the introduction for Cloud ALM, it's designed to have monitor, deploy um, with the activate methodology. So starting from the requirements management, how you design and process and build your solution and document your solution with all the testing part and um, you know, for for both cloud and on-premise solutions. Um, so we have various phases in Cloud ALM designed. Each process is designed for each phase. Um, so the subscription includes if you have any enterprise cloud contract that will cover the Cloud ALM contract. It's a free of cost for any of the enterprise contract that you have for any cloud edition. Next slide, please. Yes. So here we can see that the ALM life cycle, we have um, starting from the design phase. We have the build phase where we build all the solution. We test the solution for the quality purpose and we deploy it to the production. And in the hypercare phase, where we detect incidents, analyze the root cause, correct the problems, and automate if required. So this is run on the SAP Activate methodology, where we have a preset of uh, defined templates that business can use, um, set of documentation or set of processes that is predefined for the business, or if business can have their own you define sets of processes that can be migrated from on-premise to the cloud solution. So that can be offered in private editions, but for the cloud editions, it will be standard that SAP offers for all business. So if we have a preset of defined solution, we can use it, or if we have a customized solution that can be brought into the cloud. So SAP also offers in the private cloud editions. So in the design phase, we use the preset of defined templates. If not, business can have their own templates. In the build phase, um, we the developments can be done by the developers with their configurations and have the documentation ready with the help of document management that SAP Cloud ALM offers, um, which which is similar to the SAP Signavio or SAP solution documentation in the on-premise, where we have a set of hierarchies um, like scenarios, process, and process steps. That's the three-step hierarchy that we have in SAP solution. And similar to that, we have processes and applications as our hierarchies, which we will discuss further. So we can also manage our documentation here. Uh, in the design phase and in the build phase, we can have the executables or the applications that we call in SAP Cloud ALM um, uh, built in built into the solution, where we can also deploy the cloud transports. Um, for the testing part, we have the manual testing where we call it as test suite. So in the test suite, we do the manual execution of test cases where a preset of defined test cases are given to the business, saying that so you have this order to cash or hire to retire uh, or A2R for finance. So these are the types of preset business templates that SAP provides with their cloud edition. As part of the private edition, we can also export our business to the cloud. So if we have test cases, yes, that is fine. But SAP also provides the test cases preset for for the new implementations for projects which are setting for the new implementations. So that's the testing part. And also SAP offers that inbuilt house tool like Tricentis Tosca, which offers automation for the test cases. If you have test cases ready, and you can also automate those with the help of Tricentis Tosca. Um, so next deployment. For the deployment, we have the change management, which is in the SAP and solution manager, where you would be having um, transport routes defined for all the landscapes. Um, but in Cloud Island, we call it as change deployment, where all the cloud transports will go through this change deployment process where, via CTS. Um, so that is about the deployment part. For the detection of incidents, still the ITSM is not integrated into the Cloud Island. So maybe in future we would also get some ITSM solutions. But SAP says that for incidents part, we can also integrate the outside tools like ServiceNow, which can be a seamless integration to the cloud element. So for analysis, um, we have the operations part where um, if anything goes wrong with the system or health of the system, we can also check from the health monitoring, real-time monitoring or synthetic user monitoring. So these are types of monitoring that SAP offers to analyze the health of the system or any other parameters or any other metrics that we have. We can also analyze through this. So correction of the problems and how we can also correct the problems via enabling the change management. The problem resolution management is still not in the SAP Cloud area. So these are the life cycle that SAP Activate methodology uses. If we have a preset of defined um, cases, so it is built on three pillars like SAP best practices that it offers in the initial phase. It also offers a guided configuration for each and every phase for operations, implementation, service, and transformation. Um, so in this methodology, um, it is designed to be flexible, both agile and traditional. Maybe it's a waterfall model for new users, but it can be also an agile model for the regular users. So, can we go to the next slide? As I have said that we can have different phases where we discover, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run. So this is where the activity methodology comes in. For each and every phase, we would be having um, different phases for our SAP Cloud ALM, where we onboard the users. Where for onboarding in Cloud ALM, we have the user access management. Um, Maybe that is taken care by the administration part. For the design phase, we would be having tools like document management, where we document and design the process that is coming from the business. Um, so in the document management, we would be having process and the application
Akash,
part.
sorry to interrupt you. Can you be a bit increase your volume? For me, it's a bit low actually.
Yeah, okay, okay. Ravi.
Yeah, now
Is
it's
it
good. Yeah,
is it okay for you?
yeah, now it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the design phase, we would be doing the document management, where we seek designs um, for the functional areas or for the technical areas for enhancements, corrections, maintenance. So these are the types of correct changes that we can have for from the business. So for these types of changes in the design phase, we scope the changes via requirements management. Initially, we take the requirements from business and say that uh, these are the changes that we can scope via requirements management. And after scoping, we do it for planning via documents management. We plan the changes and set the changes for the releases. So um, let's say if you take a requirement for the order to cash. So initially we take requirements from the business via requirements management. We plan it in the documents management and we assign it to the release management. So in this design phase, we do all these three, and it is similar to the Jira process where we create an epic. In the epic, we can have as many as user stories, and for each user story, we can have subtasks. Similar to that, we have the requirements management, um, where we seek the requirements and we plan it in the documents management via user stories, something called a user story that we have in uh, in this design phase. So in these user stories, we plan the tasks for each and every requirement and assign it to the different teams via this task management. So in the design phase, we do all this planning and document management. So in the build phase, these tasks are assigned to the different teams, different development teams. Let's say for the ABAP team or the BTP team that we assign, where they can have their configuration done and do the unit testing via the test management, where they can have their own test cases for its functional specifications or technical specifications designed to it. So once they have the test cases done in the development environment, uh, that can be deployed to the further consolidation or quality environment, where a set of test cases can be made ready for the functional teams, um, so that they can execute their manual test cases and provide their SIT documentation, or we can say it as system integrations documentation. And once we have this documentation, if there is a pre-production environment where sanity checks can be done, or if we have any regressions can be done while deploying to the production system. So that can be done in the testing phase, where you do your regression testing via the automation framework that is offered via manually or automatically, which is offered by Tricentis Tosca in this testing phase. So, and once we have approval from the release manager, you know, which is already assigned in the design phase, that um, uh, this type of changes can be assigned to a particular release. So uh, upon approval from the release manager, we deploy the changes to the production. And in the innovation part, we also take care for the ALM. Uh, if you have any improvements, release notes can be published in the innovation part. So this is the life cycle of a change that goes through different teams and different phases, where SAP Cloud ALM offers different tools to do this. So these are all integrated into one package, um, which is in Cloud ALM. So this is so we'll go to next slide. This is the activity methodology for the implementation part. Can we go to next slide, please? Thank you. So the Cloud ALM supports all cloud-centric applications for business, with the methodology having four phases supporting design, build, test, and deploy. Um, it also gives support for the hybrid landscapes, hybrid solutions, um, and it also supports solutions like Ariba, SuccessFactors, Concur, and many private editions of cloud for S4HANA, BW. So these are all the solutions that SAP Cloud ALM supports and can be seamlessly integrated to the Cloud ALM for its monitoring purpose, for its we can also check for the service readiness checks for all the on-premise landscapes, whether they want to transform their solution to the cloud. So in the in the public cloud, it's an immediate consumption for the new beginners or new projects or new companies that they want to um, have a taste of cloud ALM or cloud solution. That is for the public cloud. And for the private clouds, supports all types of components. Uh, Also, it supports SAP AI, which also can be said as the SAP AI Joule, which is an AI engine developed by SAP, which can be integrated seamlessly into SAP Cloud ALM. Um, Maybe that is in future, but we are trying to add the AI features for Cloud ALM as well with the help of SAP JD. Next slide, please. Yeah. So as I've previously said, so there can be a multiple phases. For each and every phase, we can have um, different tools that we use for SAP. So what is the benefit that we get it from these features? Uh, right. Uh, so with the design phase, what obstacles that we are going to eliminate? So let's compare it to the on-premise solution, that is the SAP Solution Manager. So in SAP Solution Manager, we need to implement or design for a particular solution, let's say a customized solution for the customers for the requirements management. So we have to have an add-on like Focus Builder or Focused Insights for the project management. In the project management, it is not seamlessly integrated to the requirements management, and it is not seamlessly integrated to the release management as well. So these are the separate tools that we have in Solution Manager. When a project manager wants to check what is the deployment and what are the changes that are in testing phase, that are in regression phase, that are in production. So project manager cannot see all these changes in a one single window. That is from the project management window. So the Cloud ALM offers a one-stop solution for it, where project manager can just go and see a board where what are the user stories that have been assigned to a particular team, and what are the tasks that have been assigned to a particular assignees. So that can be tracked in a single window, and the project manager can see all the changes and the tracking of the projects and the deliverables which have been delivered and which needs to be delivered further. So all this can be seen in a one-stop window for the project manager. So these are the benefits that we get it from the SAP Cloud ALM. And for the build phase as well, where SAP gives the change deployment option via CTS. Currently, it is also supporting for the on-premise S4 solution, where we can install an add-on if the customer doesn't want to move to the cloud, even if it's a private cloud. SAP offers to have the CTS transport management via Cloud ALM for the on-premise solutions as well, by installing an add-on and setting up some configurations on the managed systems, and also direct connection to the Cloud ALM. So these on-premise solutions for S4HANA can also be managed for the build purpose, uh, deployed for all the development to the production systems. So all this can be integrated into one-stop dashboards in Cloud ALM, which offers as a role-wise. If you are a project manager, you will be having a different view with all the deliverables that you can see. If you are a release manager, you can see all the releases assigned for each and every team. And if you are a project member, you would be having your own dashboards with all the deliverables that are assigned to you. So it is we can say it's a user-based AI that can be customized for each and every user with the workflow that we can have. For the testing phase, if you are a tester, then you can have your testing dashboards. What are the test cases that have been assigned to you? And if you are a test approver, so it can also be a different window for the test approvers. So we can also design the Cloud ALM for the role-based users for checking their tasks. Um, So for the deployment phase, it's a release manager and the basis team and the administration team that can check what are the changes that needs to be deployed to the production system. And that when the cab happens, when change advisory board meeting happens, so the release manager decides and organize the meetings in this one-stop windows that we can have. So in all these cases, SAP methodology comes into picture where um, we have a preset of defined methodology which SAP offers. Says that so these are the defined processes that you can explore, and if if there is anything that you can add or integrate like external tools for ticketing purpose, it can also be done via integration suite that SAP offers. So these are the phases that each and every landscape that we can provide via SAP Cloud. Next slide, please. Yeah. So it's the same which I've said um, in the design phase. We have the best practices that SAP offers to for the standard workshops, uh, where each and every module, like supply chain can have their own modules, finance, HR, um, OPS can have their end-to-end processes deployed with predefined sets of templates. And if business have their own requirements, that can also be documented in the design phase, in the document management, where it offers similar set of processes, similar to the solution documentation, where it has three sets of hierarchies, but um, in Cloud ALM also it offers three sets of hierarchies, where it is called process and the applications. Mm. So the applications is nothing but the executables, the development configuration items. So whatever we give in the process step, it is called the applications. So in the build phase, it is based on the SAP Activate methodology, where it offers a predefined templates for the projects. If you are planning to have uh, a preset of interfaces as well, SAP offers preset of interfaces for each and every uh, each and every system, where what needs to be sent and what needs to come inbound and outbound IDOCs. It offers a preset of IDOCs as well. In the test, it offers a preset of test cases, um, which is specific to the region, of course, because every region will have their own set of um, test scripts or the processes designed according to the geography. So that is also designed keeping in mind. So in the deploy phase, it's a release manager where uh, releases can be planned and organized into different releases, whether it can be a weekly release or it can be a monthly release or it can be a fortnight release. So releases can be planned as the release manager wishes, and with the help of the all functional teams, it can also be documented and it can also be notified for the stakeholders while deploying the changes to production, uh, so that everything should be in compliant and for the audit. So due to for this deploy phase, it caters for different industries like automotive industry, pharmaceutical industry, and because in the pharmaceutical industry there will be a GXP practices where it's called a good practices. In this GXP, it should be compliant according to the industry standards, because it can be um, audited for external purposes. So it is also the GXP compliant in the deployment phase. We can go to next slide. So that is for the implementation part. And if you go to the operations part, um, SAP Cloud LM offers wide variety of scenarios where starting with the business process monitoring. If you have a business process defined for your landscape or for your solution, so it offers multiple metrics like solution specific metrics for supply chain, for finance, for HR, and for any other substream processes like O2S, um, hire to retire. So these are the processes that SAP predefined is for each and every module. So it offers monitoring for each and every process, how many invoices have been processed, how many orders have been taken, how many orders have been processed um, in this particular time. So these are the types of metrics that is offered in the business process monitoring by SAP. So in addition to the metrics that we have in SAP Solution Manager, we have many metrics based upon the cloud solutions, um, like uh, the, which caters to different solutions for Ariba, for Conquer, um, for if you have any non-SAP solutions as well, um, which is assigned to the different external applications which we source the the interfaces from the external applications. So those type of applications can have the monitoring from our SAP Cloud ALM as well. So that can be done via integration and exception monitoring, where we can integrate the external solutions and have these metrics defined and monitor those external solutions as well. So for the user monitoring, it's the it's the monitoring that we use for any user specific scenarios. And for the job on automation monitor, where we monitor the jobs, um, and for the job management, if you have any above jobs or any bad jobs, um, any other process change that needs to be run, you can also monitor those types of jobs. So in the configuration security analysis, so for each and every landscape, SAP Cloud ALM offers to have their system recommendations and what are the security concerns that uh, the processes have, and what are the configuration changes like custom code analysis that we have in SAP Solution Manager. Similar to that, it offers the configuration analysis for all the changes that are going to be deployed or they are deployed in the current solutions. So SAP offers it inbuilt tool for the configuration and security analysis. Also, it offers the health monitoring, which will monitor all the health, like parameters like what is the disk space, what is the memory, how many CPUs are deployed, um, what is the physical memory, and all these types of metrics that SAP monitors as a default. So all these monitoring will have an events created like an alerts for each and every uh, monitoring type. We have alert management where alarm automated alerts are raised for each and every monitoring type, and it can be notified to the users. And it is similar to what you have seen in the SAP Solution Manager, like alerts and the event management. And we have also the external API management, where you can integrate external monitoring tools like Dynatrace, and if you have any automated alert management to the MS Teams, that can also be done via external API management. So these are the features that Cloud ALM offers for operations part. It also offers to um, check for the S4 on-premise solutions as of now. That's the latest, where we deploy an add-on for the on-premise solution and do this monitoring. But it supports for all the cloud solutions that SAP offers, and also any other external tools that we can fetch the data um, via some HTTPS protocols. Uh, so those type of monitoring also SAP Cloud ALM offers. So from the business part, it can also monitor how many that is very specific to the module. So what they are going to monitor, but it monitors the interfaces as well. Where we can take an analogy from the SAP solution manager where it offers the PA interfaces, like PA monitoring, the IDOCs, RFCs, uh, and any other AIF frameworks that SAP Solution Manager we can monitor. So all these types of interfaces can also be monitored by our cloud engine. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah. So these are the tools that we see in the implementation area, like the project management, which where we can create a project, manage a project, assign the members to a project. So that's the project management. And then the process management, where we define the process of a solution. Um, if we have a preset, we can use a preset. If we have a predefined solution from the business, we can also use that in the process management. In the document management, we document all the solution related to the project, like functional specifications, technical specifications, or any type of documentation can be uploaded in bulk or in Excel format. In the task management, let's say uh, if you want to upload tasks individually to the teams, that can also be done. If you have an Excel sheet where you have a task defined, like a plan defined from the project manager, you can also upload that Excel. It will automatically detect what are the tasks assigned to the different teams, and it will assign the tasks according to the plan. And then in the requirement management, where we seek requirements from the business, um, in the form of their functional specification or technical specifications. So that can also be managed. In the test management, where we have the test scripts uh, that is given by the functional team um, based upon the requirements that we seek from the business. So in the test management, we will have automated test cases or a manual test cases. If we have a percentage test score, we can also automate the test cases for the regression or the UAT parts. In the change and deploy management, we have the CTS. It's a standard transport management that offers by Cloud ALM, which supports all the cloud solutions and also the S4 on-premise solutions. For the reporting and analytics, we have the operations part where we have wide variety of tools with the types of metrics that SAP offers. It's a similar metrics and also some additional metrics that offers um, in addition to the SAP Solution Manager, um, where we can check more number of metrics offered for the functional part for the other functional modules. Next slide, please. So these are the processes in detail for the implementation part, where we used to use the SAP Sigma for the document management, but the inbuilt document management is also possible. SAP Sigma is another tool that where we process the BPML diagrams according to the process, where we design the process in a pictorial way. That is also similar to the diagrams that we see in the SAP Solution Manager and Solution Documentation. Uh, so it's a BPMN processes that is done in the SAP Sigma. Um, so it has wide variety of its own capabilities, like analyzing or collecting the requirements, what are the process, monitoring can also be integrated into SAP Sigma. But if you want an additional cost for it, we can use SAP Sigma. Otherwise, we can also use the documentation. So for the documentation, it is done. We have the standard functionalities where the status can be changed and approval can be done via the digital signatures. Uh, and any integration which is required with the external document storage that can also be integrated in the documentation part. So these are the processes that we see in the agile methodology, um, where we plan some of the changes in the initial phase. We deploy in a certain phase. While deploying, we also plan for the second phase, and while testing, we deploy in the second phase. So these are the types of agile methodology that we follow in the cloud area. So it is phased into some releases. Let's say for the monthly release, you plan it for this July monthly. If you are going to deploy for the July monthly, you are going to plan for the August or scope for the September release. So these are the types of releases that we define. So all these come into picture for the release management in the cloud area. Next please. Next slide please. Yeah. So these are the training modules that SAP Cloud ALM offers. Integration monitoring for any of the interfaces or any of types of interfaces that SAP offers. Business process for monitoring all the business like invoices, orders, purchases. So these are the types of processes that we see in the business process monitoring, which is also integrated to the document management. The job and automation, we can monitor the process change, other jobs. So these are the types of monitoring that SAP offers. For the performance monitoring, we have the types of metrics for the performance. What is the response time? How many work processes are stuck in particular? That is for the on-premise, uh, but for the cloud, it's mostly the response time. For the health monitoring, it will show you the metrics for the health, like how many CPUs are there, and what is the memory that is free, what is the physical memory, and what is the disk space that we have left. For the business service management, so the service management, it offers um, this tickets for the issues, where we can assign the issues for the different uh, people for the different teams. But it is not fully um, still integrated. It is still in process. Excuse me for that. Intelligent event processing. So in the intelligent event processing, we have um, event management and alert management, where we can also suppress the types of events if it is recurring. That is similar to that of suppressing alerts in the SAP Solution Manager, where we can see um, some type of thresholds that we which we set for each and every alert. So similar to that, SAP Cloud ALM also offers some intelligent event processing, where we can also set notifications to certain set of people, uh, have some events created for certain types of alerts, and suppress some types of alerts if it's a recurring alert, if it's a known alert, if it's a known um, issue that is recurring. So we can also have these types of events created. And also SAP offers to include SAP AI, where it can analyze the data from the SAP whole cloud area, not only specific to the operations, but also for whole implementation part as well, which is a SAP Joule. Uh, Maybe they are going to integrate by next year. Next slide, please. This is next slide. Next slide. Yeah, for the integration and use cases. For the use case, customers can have transformed their solution from SAP Solution Manager to SAP Cloud ALM for which SAP offers the transform part for all the customers which are in on-premise. Um, so all the business configurations like solution documentation, their functional specifications, if they have any deliverables like executables or custom developed solutions, everything can be transformed to the cloud uh, via the transform solution which SAP offers. Um, so this is this is by integrating the cloud automation service, which is delivered by SAP in the transform solution. Um, so it also have the transport management where all the business SAP cloud solutions can be deployed through this transport management. For the automation providers, we have the Transcendis Tosca. Also, it offers various types of testing tools like Jira X-Ray. Uh, Tricentis Live Compare is another testing tool or the analytics tool that SAP offers to integrate. SAP also are in talks to integrate external change management tools um, like Release Owl, or if you have any other release management or change management tools that can also be integrated with Cloud ALM. Um, so for the document management service, if you have an external server for the documents where you maintain in a different format or different database, so those can be also integrated to the Cloud ALM where we can fetch and use it uh, and assign it to the different processes for different solutions as well. So yeah, so the Cloud ALM offers seamless integrations via different APIs, and all the tools can be integrated. For the service management, we can integrate the service now, and for project management, we have the inbuilt Cloud ALM tool. But if someone is using some projects, will be using Jira. So Jira can also be integrated directly to Cloud ALM to use the project management part. That can also be. So this is the integration part that SAP offers on the whole. So totally it offers three solutions particular to SAP Cloud ALM and one solution which is the transform solution, which enables the on-premise platforms to transform it to the cloud. And there are another two modules which is the service and administration, which are specific to the administrators. Um, but the main core three modules are the implementation, operations, and the change deployment. These are the three core areas that Cloud ALM offers, um, and the other two are the service and the administration part. And exclusive is the transform part, where if you want to transform an on-premise solution to the cloud, it is the SAP Solution Manager, SAP Cloud ALM supports. So this is an overview of Cloud ALM. Uh, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Anybody have any questions? Yes, Manish.
Hey, Akash, good morning. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Manish.
Yeah, actually, so I have a few questions. That first is this that even after working for a few years with SAP implementation as a PMO, uh, do I require any of the specific module specific knowledge for to go for the SAP ALM training and certification? The first question.
So for the PMO part, if you have a prior experience of project management, it's a plug and play where you can directly go for the certification. You just have to have knowledge of SAP, so what it does and what is the background process. Otherwise, it's a plug and play where you can have the UI teach for you. So anyone can use the cloud.
It means no specific or module specific or technical or in-depth knowledge required for this module for the
No,
SAP ALM.
not for the PMO, because PMO basically uses the project management part where it creates the, seeks the requirement from business and creates the user stories and assign the tasks. So basically, these are the core process for the PMO. So for this, we don't require any specific training or specific technical knowledge for this.
Okay. Next question is related to the that we or I was not able to identify any of the integrated tools which were told into your slides. Can you please give any names for the integrated tools in SAP?
Yeah. So for the project management part, we can have the Jira integrated to the cloud ALM for the project
Mm-hmm.
management. Um,
Okay.
where SAP also offers to have the user story types of process created for each and every project. It can have a process, and for each and every process, it can have user stories and tasks created. So this is similar to the Jira that we have, but it's still not refined yet. So Jira can be integrated to the to the Cloud ALM for the project management part. And for the release management, SAP offers the inbuilt tool for the release management. And for service, which is a ticketing part incident, ServiceNow can also be integrated to the Cloud ALM. Because SAP Cloud ALM doesn't offer the ticketing part here. So we need to use the service.
Yeah, agree. So as you already told that ITSM is yet not integrated, but in future it could be.
Yes,
For that perspective, ServiceNow is completely integrated right now. We can integrate the ServiceNow, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay. And on your slide 9, there was a term written into the slide 9. It was written our cloud ALM. What is this our? Does ExpertSoft has different lifecycle management? Into the header, you can see the SAP Cloud ALM, our cloud.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's a general term that we have used, like, specific for the project. Not SAP ExpertSoft. ExpertSoft doesn't offer any specific ALM part. It's just
Okay.
saying that if you have your own public cloud, or if you have your own private clouds, it can
Mhm.
be termed as our cloud based application.
O- Okay, okay. So in that case, hybrid environment was told that it could be done on premises also. So for on premise, is there any separate application to be installed for the on premise setup, or it would be a cloud based?
Um, that is uh, that is the update that I have recently got. I've checked it, that we deploy an add-on on the managed system
Mm-hmm.
where it's like a plug and play. You deploy an add-on, you run a report, have the setup ready, and connect it to this cloud area. So that is very easy, which is provided by the SAP, uh, which is recently introduced. Uh, Maybe it can be discussed in coming roadmap or ALM summit, which is happening on 22nd of July. So we, I mean, SAP says that it can be done for the on-premise as well, where I have seen the blogs written by SAP guys, where we install an add-on, and the operations part and the transport management part also can be done with this for the on-premise S4HANA. But it is very limited to the S4HANA, not for any other ECC systems.
Okay. And as far as this would be the last question. As far as I know, and I have got the feedback during my previous year's experience of the SAP implementations and management, the project management file. So SAP Solman was not able to resolve or to just deliver for the ITSM kind of activities and document management itself. So I know there is a document management kind of thing that for the within SAP we can do, and we can have a DMS also. So you were telling about the SAP Signavio for the document management purpose. So for S4 HANA, is it compulsory that we need to use the SAP Signavio, or we can use the inbuilt feature also? And which one is the best out of them? Or
So
would there be
SAP,
any lessons or additional extra cost for Signavio?
yeah. So what we have learned from SolveDoc, which is on-premise solution manager, that we cannot really check uh, the documentation part very clearly, um, right? So when you delete a document in SolveDoc, we don't know if it is really deleted or not. Even SAP doesn't know if it is really deleted because it can be archived, it can be stored as a another Word file in the database, and again we have to go to the database and delete it. So these are the types of solutions that SAP offered, and it is not very clear in the on-premise with the document management. But for the cloud-based cloud ALM, um, SAP Signavio offers you exclusively a solution where you can build a BPML diagrams um, with SAP Signavio and integrate the processes for different solutions. And we can also build different kinds of hierarchies in SAP Signavio and present it to the business in a very good manner with SAP Signavio. The similar um, functionality will be offered in document management in Cloud ALM, but not that refined because SAP Signavio offers you a preset of defined customer-centric solutions, but it is very limited in the Cloud ALM. It doesn't
Okay.
support seamlessly with the BPML diagrams.
Okay. Okay. And one more add-on question. In one of my projects, I got opportunity to work over SAP ALM for the project management perspective. So what happened? We have the project management tool is just like MS Project and others. So into that scenario, what was happened in the real world? It generally happens the project timelines gets extended. Okay. So into that SAP ALM setup where the project schedule was mentioned or it was entered, we were not able to change the timelines or the dates for the extended timelines what we had in the real world. So is it now resolved with SAP, or we will still face the challenges just like the we would not be able to change any of the timelines once entered?
Yeah, so I believe it's still not resolved yet for the timelines changing part. Because as we check in Jira, right, for the releases,
Hmm.
um, we can modify the timelines as if it is not met with the certain requirements or certain deadlines in Jira. But it's not the case in Cloud ALM. Maybe we expect these features to be changed in coming months because um, we will check in the next ALM summit if something has changed
Hmm.
um, with for the new features or add-on features that have been given. But I think still it is
Understood.
not changed.
Understood. Understood. And last one, uh, Tricentis was mentioned for the testing purposes. So is Tricentis already integrated with SAP ALM, or it's an additional or something add-on, or
It
there
is
is a tie-up with Tricentis?
yeah, it is a SAP inbuilt tool, and not inbuilt tool. SAP has purchased this Tricentis. So it has already integrated into the Cloud ALM. We can use it as a test automation framework where we want to execute some automation regression testing or UAT testing or any other testing. present test can be integrated directly. It's just an add-on, which is I think it's cost some license, I believe. It's not free for the testing part. Um, yeah, it's not free. As far as I know, it's not free. But
Okay, Akash. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, Akash. This is
question
Suresh.
like hi Suresh.
Yeah. Just want to know the things. So, we have any options available for the cloud ALM to integrate with the Jira tasks? We can upgrade it, right? Task and
Yes,
then defect status, we can do it, right? Integrations we can possible from the cloud ALM side, right?
yes, Suresh. It is possible. Once we map all the fields,
Mm-hmm.
um, we have task management, which is the last hierarchy for assigning the tasks to different teams. It can be
Mm-hmm.
mapped to the Jira tool, which is in a user story or in a subtasks level. So
Mm-hmm.
that can be done. We need to be sure that what we map according to the fields that we
Okay,
give
so
an
they have
opportunity
already
to
some
use.
inbuilt Jira features and tasks. They have some
They have
enablement.
it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Web-based.
they have it. We can use it, but it's not well defined. Let's say
Okay.
for the tasks we can upload some documentation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we can also modify and add the fields in Jira, but it's very confined that we can also add the documentation, but we can not add all the fields and customize the fields in Cloud AI.
Okay. Sure. And one more good thing about that, currently some customers using the charm. Okay, they want to migrate to the cloud ALM. We have charm. We have some customization options available for the status and everything. But cloud ALM, do we have any kind of customization mechanic, or we have the standard only we follow with the status
Uh,
update?
yeah, with the latest development, it is said that we can customize the workflows for the job. Previously in Cloud LM, it should be it was a predefined set of workflow, but SAP has listened for it. Um, it has the
They have.
customized workflow now. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean they have released it recently. I think this year started. Still, it needs to be explored where we can design a customized workflow for different customers. So it is there. We have to explore.
So because already their roadmap, they release it for the customization
Yeah.
for the change deployment feature flow, right?
Yes. They have released it. So we need to explore
Mm-hmm.
what they have offered because every 3-4 months they tend to release some new features. We have to keep up with the pace of the releases.
Okay. So what another one? If you have the test management example, I have the test management. We have some test execution. The test we need to finish it up our test, right? So when you run the steps of the test, we have to finish it up. That time, if you have without finishing test, we can save it and close it. We don't have any options to pop up warning message. We can anything. We'll do it through customization. We can do or not from the test management side.
In the test management, Cloud ALM doesn't offer you much customizations. Yes. Um,
Okay.
Mostly it offers for the manual test management where it is predefined workflows that you have, but it doesn't offer much customizations in test management.
Yeah, for example, the test management, we are manual testing, we are uploading the test scripts. After we have to go to the steps. That steps will be one or two we have to finish it, but simply we have to finish test run. We also option, but
Yes,
no
yes.
pop up the user. You are not completed test or something. That kind of pop up we can make it or not. That's why I want
I think that is not available yet, but we can
okay.
see we can see the status that it is in pending state or it's not completed yet. So we can see the status once we go back to the test management window, but not a pop-up or some kind of notification to the user that his test cases are not done.
Okay. Sure. Thanks, Agosh. That's from my side. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, Akash, so this training will be like hands-on training, or it will be you will be covering only theoretical part?
We will be having the hands-on training as well, where we will check and explore different parts of Cloud ALM, starting from the implementation part, where we create a project. So we would do a hands-on on this.
So you will be using this public demo tenant, or you will be creating the trial account and then means,
Trial account.
so is it possible to create this trial account?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay. And what will be the course fee and all?
That our experts of will contact you for this.
Okay. Fine, then we'll connect with Naveen. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Navin, is it done?
Okay, okay. Thanks for the demo. Okay, I'll take the feedback and I'll update you.